And now we're getting into the knife round. So this is FlyQuest Red's map pick. So they are going to be likely killing each other here in spawn, and Marsborne will get their choice of side. They are likely to go for the CT side here on Mirage. Let's get that going. Sorry, just fixing the overlay real quick. I guess we're hanging out here in spawn. Fox just leading the Marsborne squad into spawn as they massacre the FlyQuest Red side. So we'll get the choice of side here, and we will head on into the server. I will see you in the server. And look at that. Mirage picked by FlyQuest Red, Anubis picked by Marsborne, Nuke will be our decider. Let's dive on in. ECL Season 51, and we get the instant pause to start things off. Instant pause. Thank you. Thank you. First time watching these teams, well, welcome on in. I hope you enjoy. I know Marsborne are looking really good for this season. They're going to be going off to a few different lands. So well, I do think it's pretty cool if you haven't seen how the scheduling is. The schedule for this first cup of ECL Season 51 is it started on, I think, the 14th, and it's going to the 22nd. So there's going to be less than a week worth of games, and we're done, which is great. And I'm on board with more stuff being that way. And it means that, you know, after this week, I have an intense week of casting ECL, and then I get back to just chilling and doing ESEA. And, you know, I'm going to finish up my last little bit of questing on old school RuneScape, and then I'm going to kick that habit to the curb for a little while because I'm way too addicted to it, and I need to stop, and I need to, you know, realize that there's life outside of RuneScape, especially when I went in, I was at the teak trees in Varlamore in the Avium Savannah. I'm like, yo, guys, is anyone like Counter-Strike? There's going to be some good old-fashioned North American Counter-Strike happening in just a little bit. You guys should check HLTV. And somebody's like, NACS, hard pass. And I'm like, oh, my head and my heart. You have crushed them. It was upsetting. So yes, no more OSRS. They insulted me, and I will not forget that. All right, hopefully this pause does end soon. Back to WoW? No, absolutely not. I need something not addicting is what I need. I need to not feel like I need to play a game. There's so much that I need to get done. Honestly, what I need to do is, one, I need to work on my personal website so that I can have somewhere to point people to and be like, look, this is my portfolio. This is where you go for all of my links. Here's my socials. You know, here's my experience. This is where I put all my stuff. And it's something that's just going to sit there. Look for that in a little bit. I've been horrendously lazy. I've got so many things I want to do, but every time I sit down to work on something, I'm like, but RuneScape though. And if that isn't a mood, I don't know what is. So I need to stop and actually work on projects. Why are we paused? Who authorized any of this? An admin has paused the match. Let's go check Discord. What's going on in the Discord? Nothing new in the Discord. There's a lot of messages. Not gonna open them. In-game sounds like it's blowing up. Yeah, so the problem with looking at in-game is it just looks like this to me. So I can't even see what the chat looks like right now. Otherwise, I'd love to give you some indication on what's going on. The waterfall. Yeah, I mean, I guess the correct thing to do is look at knives. We got what looks like a karambit slaughter over here on Marie. We got I love skeleton knives. They're so fun because they go spinny. I don't know what kind of skeleton knife this is. It's hard to tell in grayscale. Give us a trivia question. All right, we're gonna start trivia and we're gonna stop trivia. So we'll do trivia start. So this is a spoiler for the kind of trivia that you might see. Oh, 7 months for just Guy. Thank you for the resub. Oh my gosh, we're getting all sorts of subs tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, so one of the covert / redskins in the recoil case is the print stream. And if you're watching this on the VOD, feel free to answer it in the comments below. What is the other red in the recoil case aside from the print stream? Why would you do that, dog stream? These games are terrible to bet on. Don't bet and don't yell at me when the bet goes awry. I saw the game unpause and then it paused again. So, yeah. Wolfie is disconnected. Well, that's an idea. Great hints. I love the Yes. Well, look. It's okay, here's a different one. What operation unleashed unlockable player agent skins, the scourge of maps like Ancient and Overpass? Yes, we also don't allow gamble talk in the chat just because it does make people really toxic. So I'm trying to keep the chat kind of chill, lighthearted as much as possible, right? Actually, that's something we could look at. What's the ping? The ping looks fine. Everyone seems to have perfectly fine ping. You know, jealous of Bibiana and her 1 ping, but Marie's on 111. What's my premier rank? It has been very bad. I'm not I don't play a lot. I want to get in more premier time, so that's why I'm talking about RuneScape. Is I've been playing too much RuneScape, and I gotta get back in the grind. All right, what player took MVP at the major ESL Major Series 1 Katowice 2014? There you go. Come on. We got an MVP player in there. Someone get one correct answer. While we're waiting for the gosh, we're gonna the prediction. So I default it to half an hour, and it's gonna run for a whole half an hour before this game starts. So at the very least, we're getting that time in. Hey, Dweaver's had it. Good job. Yes, Pasha biceps. All right, I hear buys. I'm sure. What player took the MVP? Yes, you can't get tripped up, but you do need the whole name. Oh, that's fun. Who was alive in 2004? I was. I was alive in 2004. I wasn't playing Counter-Strike, though. What was I doing in 2004? I was in high school. I think I had just... Yeah, that must have been my freshman year of high school. So, long time ago. It was either my freshman year of high school or my senior year of middle school. 2001, I was in 7th grade. So I was actually well into my high school years. Was there seconds? Oh, dear. Sometimes I forget that people in this scene are older than me. See, here's an obvious question. What player has the nickname Professor? Look at that. 2004, I actually probably was playing Counter-Strike, but I was playing Counter-Strike Source because 2004 is when the Half-Life 2 collection came out. And I remember that my uncle bought it for me for my birthday that year. And then I lost that Steam account because my friend was a jerk and did the password recovery, stole the password, forgot it, and then removed my email. That was fun. Yeah, I wish I had my old Steam account. I'd have a 21 or 20-year account instead of an 18, which isn't that big of a deal, but I don't know. All right, what is going on? All right, the ping is not from this game. It's from something else. Hopefully we get to start this off soon. I didn't expect we'd actually get to run through 10 trivia questions and the full prediction while waiting for this game to start. Was that a coach death? Hopefully we should be starting soon. Okay. Is it happening? I think it's happening. All right. I'm popping off the camera now. We're getting into the game. Pistol round. Just a little bit later. FlyQuest Red, their own map pick of Mirage, starting things off on the T side. It looks like they're going to contact out B. This one going to be a quick and easy one to commentate as Marsborne are going to discover mid open, though no one looking towards A, but the footsteps will alert Chop, and he's going to get out of dodge, make his way over to the empty pillar, but Emmy just flattens him on the way in. Now FlyQuest Red have to deal with these cat players. 60, the first one over. Still no bomb planted, but the wrap coming in for Marsborne. Couple of trades. 60 able to get one as well. Good kills for Grizz and MOTM. Leaves BB all alone in the 1 versus 2, but it's Grizz to round this one out. Marsborne with a quick, well, I can't really say a quick pistol. That pistol took a long time to get done. But now that it's done, we actually have a game on our hands. FlyQuest Red only able to get 3 kills, so the bye is going to be very unfavorable to them, and looks like we'll see them on the 3rd round for the full bye. Thing I always like to keep an eye on is who's bringing out the MP7s, and it looks like the answer to that is going to be MOTM on the A-bomb site. Trying to get some licks in with the SMG here, but it is going to be Chop and Grizz big adventures as FlyQuest Red just had to be to get bulldozed. All right, so all the time that we lost on the first round, we're making up. That's good news. Big fan of when teams do things quickly. Grizz starting this one off with a solid 4 kills in 2 rounds. FlyQuest Red, they're headed over towards B again this round, but this time with full rifles. I mean, hey, if it doesn't work the first time, try again, right? We'll have to see. Chop's MP9 about to get busy as FlyQuest Red start to jump on in. Grizz with 1, but a quick trade out of Bibian is going to unlock this B-bomb site. 60 forced to back off out of Cat. This bomb going down, and it's the first time that that's going to be happening this game. 4 versus 4 as Marie has also fallen over on Cat. Bibian getting caught from... It's just everything's happening with these Cat players. Emmy with 1 kill traded on back. There's a second as well. Fox looking to light up the server. And it's just going to be Wolfie alone versus 3 as he's lost all his teammates. And FlyQuest Red, they strike back on their first gun round. A nice regain out of FlyQuest Red then, and now we'll see the first time where everybody's using rifles. It's always something that's a little bit, you have to be a little bit wary of, is you win that first gun round and the opposing team still has guns. Wolfie bringing out the big green here over on Cat. Oh, that nade onto Cat. Really catches Marie, but she's able to get the drop on Wolfie. Does get traded out by the connector player. So there's still good time for Marsborne to get some work done. Chop looking to cut some heads off, but Bibian jumping out Van. Gonna bloody him up, and FlyQuest Red with a player advantage as they make it to the B-bomb site. 60 gonna catch Vanessa in the backside of apartments. Oh, that nade lands right in his lap, but that's gonna give him the indication of where to molly off, and will burn out Bibian. His position out of Emmy could be huge, but Grizz just jumps out of window, and the headshot is his. Marsborne now trade that one right on back. A little bit of a stumble for them, but they'll be right back in it. Definitely a rough situation for FlyQuest Red. Losing out on the full buy is going to mean they're back down to pistols. Fox bringing out the scout for her side. Fire in her face. That's going to prevent her from getting involved early on this round. So 3 players stacked up on the A-bomb site for Marsborne. Not like FlyQuest Red have gone B like 3 rounds. Have had 3 or 4 rounds so far. Haven't hit A singular time. Looks like that's finally going to occur here. As the execute out, and there's Fox with the headshot. The Tech 9 now getting busy for Marie. Wolfie able to get one back onto the AWP, and Grizz's AK has to go wild. 3 versus 2. Marie now caught sandwich. A little bit of a battle for Bibian and this Deagle, but not going to be coming in FlyQuest Red's favor as Marsborne's rifles proved to be too much to handle. For the first attempt on the A-bomb site, honestly, good deal for Fox on the scoped rifles. This time, we're at least going to get something of a default. FlyQuest Red looking for some mid-control. Fox getting aggressive around this smoke. That's risky. She loses Marie in the process. There's no trade back over. Wolfie looking for more in underpass. Going to be pulled away. Catches just the side of Fox, but she'll get him in the end. So now, once again, player advantage for FlyQuest Red. Managing to take good map control, but so far not appearing on the sites. And Marsborne taking this opportunity to get really tucked back into the sites, making sure that if the sites get a hit, they'll be able to have time for the rotate. Chop doesn't want to be given up too early on, so not playing bench, not playing van, not playing anywhere too close. Just going to try to get out in front of things, but again, Fox has him dialed in. And so for the 5th round now, FlyQuest Red hit the B-bomb site. You can't really call it a rush, though. That was definitely a default that ended up on the B site rather than a call out of spawn, but still, this is a lot. I feel like I've spent more time looking at the B-bomb site this game on Mirage than I do if I'm playing the B anchor. I don't think either of these two players are going to be hunted down. And actually, FlyQuest Red have managed to very nearly break the bank of Marsborne. So the 2 saved rifles actually going to be instrumental to the CT side going into round number 7 as we pass by the first quarter of this map. It's now Marsborne maybe backed into a corner. Oh, thank you, Kesmic. I'm glad you're enjoying. I do it for the love of the game here on this channel, so, you know, if you're enjoying, stick around. And now, once again, FlyQuest Red going to be looking at that default, not leaning too heavily towards either site. They've got pretty sizable presence on both extremities of the map, but they're giving up a lot of presence toward mid and leaving Marie to just look for an opening on her own. Feels a little bit of a flimsy offense, to be fair. FlyQuest Red are able to, if they're able to take the player advantage early on, they're having a great time, but the question is, how often are they able to take that player advantage? Now we'll get our eyes on shop once again, because it is looking like it's going to be a B hit for FlyQuest Red, getting those nades ready. Starting to sneak out through apartments. Chop getting ready. Oh, 60 with a catch onto the cat player. So this attack has become one-pronged, and Chop is already severing the connections between these players one after another. Fox in the Molotov does manage to get across. He's gonna need a lot of help, though. This AWP is good, but is it good enough to 2 versus 5? Well, she is going to be surrounded by the Marsborne players, and the power of Mars, God of War, here for Marsborne to make sure they have a powerful presence against FlyQuest Red. Very important, though, that Emmy has held on to this AK, because without being able to string rounds together, and especially on the save, every single little piece of money is going to be so important. FlyQuest Red receives $0 for the clock running out. And when you're already on a suffering scoreline, every little bit is going to come into play. Now, one thing, if you haven't gotten to see a whole lot of women's teams in Counter-Strike, the Deagle sometimes hits harder than the men's teams. I don't understand it, but it seems to be a very consistent trope of women's Counter-Strike that if you watch the Deagles, you're going to get smoked. Good flashes in, will catch 60 off, but walks back on out, and this connector player is going to make sure he's got plenty of backup as well. So it's not going to be this round for the Deagles. It's Marsborne, once again, 5 alive. They steamroll right through FlyQuest Red, but now, getting the coach into the call, Sheikh Zula, able to get active. All right, we've got 8 rounds of play. What have we learned? One thing we haven't seen, aside from the pistols, is a FlyQuest execute on the A-bomb site. We've seen a lot of leaning toward B and really almost crutching toward B. And with a little bit of mid-presence that we have gotten as well, it's also landed on B. So I think it might be time to try something a little bit different, because Chop's not going anywhere. The more time they spend trying to dislodge Chop, the more time they're getting chopped up. Looks like we are going to get a mid-presence play this time out of FlyQuest Red. And also no one from Marsborne here to meet them. Chop is going to get a little bit of activity over here on Cat. Grizz going for the fake out with the AK and connector. Smoke on over. Ooh, this is dangerous, though. Grizz getting out in front of this could catch so much damage on FlyQuest Red. The smoke, actually, from the CT side, is giving them so much cover. They make their way in toward window. Might actually get a bamboozle here. Marie catching the backside. Oh, there's BB on, though. Marie in through connector. Oh, it's just going to get cut down by 60. And FlyQuest Red finally going for that A-bomb site. They get completely burned out. Wolfie's up. Hunting. Looking for prey. Over towards A main. They spot the nades on out. Fox on the other side, though. It's a wolf and a fox, and the fox has her prey. That is going to discourage Marsborne a little bit with 30 seconds left. The push needs to happen. Needs to get out here, and it's going to be Chop and Grizz to stump FlyQuest Red right in their tracks. And 7-2, Marsborne leading on the CT side. So it's going to be back down to the pistols for round number 10 for FlyQuest Red. And you know what that means? You know what that means? The answer is we go in B. The pistols go B. Grizz and Chop here. The cutaway one at a time. There's the apartments player. FlyQuest Red still flying out, but Chop rock steady here on the B-bomb site. This anchor is definitely holding things down. That is for sure. Marsborne having a bully of a time here on the B-bomb site. Chop is seeing the most action he ever gets to see. You're usually, I'm the B-bomb site player. Guess what I'm going to do? Jump around looking at apartments. But, no, FlyQuest Red making sure to give him plenty of action. Like, we're over here with MOTM, who's just going, man, I wish I got to see players. Sometimes we all have those games. Okay, he'll get to activate on the T side. Marsborne once again, they get activated early on the A-bomb site, but 60 able to catch one down lower, and Grizz getting proactive in mid as well. FlyQuest Red losing the early duels here, and that's going to set things up quite poorly for the end of the round. Oh my gosh. Again, we're coming out apartments, and again, Chop is in position. You just cannot stump this guy. This time, though, Marie and Vanessa, a little bit of a delayed push out through mid, are going to get a good couple of kills. The answer's back on that AWP through connector. That's going to leave Marie alone. 1 versus 3. Definitely a tall order. Has to recover the bomb. And we can see Chop already trying to get into position for B, but this time, Marie going to throw something a little bit different. She's going to get spotted from Valley, and MOTM will get to collect his 3rd kill of the game. So 9-2 scoreline for Marsborne. Well, looks like it's going to be a fast push out towards A. MOTM finally gets to play the game. FlyQuest Red already lose 1, and MOTM, when he's finally presented with targets, he's going to go to the tune of 3. Does finally get gunned down, but unfortunately, FlyQuest Red just failing to get anything started here on Mirage. Hey, sometimes your opponent's having a really good day. Well, that's not going to be an easy round to stomach for FlyQuest. Oh my gosh. Marsborne are also going B. Chat, are we playing Wingman? Do we only get one sight to this map? Maybe on some good shots is going to catch Grizz as he's jumping out of apartments. But not going to stop that bomb from going down. These Glocks are hitting heavy already. Market player. Good shots for Wolfie as well. 3 versus 4 now for FlyQuest Red to try and go for this retake. With no kit as well. This is not an easy one to claim. 6C looking for the shots. Ooh, is going to go down to Vanessa, but it's going to have to be Vanessa on 3 whole hit points in the 1 versus 2, and she's going to tuck tail and run.
Terrorists win.
So with the bomb going off, I think this game has gone from a tall mountain to vertical cliff face for FlyQuest Red. Is it possible to climb? Sure. You gonna look at that and go, that'll be easy? I don't know. But guess what we're doing? We're going B. Guess what FlyQuest's doing? They're stacking A. You never see this much of the B-bomb site. You never do. I just... I don't even know what to say about this game. There's not a whole lot to say. Chop looking to finish this one up, and it's going to be 12 for Marsborne. Well, here's the question, is are we going to end this game on the B-bomb site? This is the most B pushes I've ever seen. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. 6C out mid, but the rest of the team, we're going B again. Oh my goodness. B? I heard you like B. This game is a B movie. You know, in all conventional ways of flight, a bee should not be able to fly. Anyone know the rest of the lines to B movie? I know it's a meme, but I haven't actually seen it. I don't even know what to say to this. Looks like there will be an emergence through underpass, so... Finally, we'll go somewhere besides B. Look at that. Oh, Marsborne looking to cut down the rotations. Marie going to be the unlucky one. Severed. Marsborne start to enter on in. Vanessa playing around triple here. Doing a very good job of it. Fox with a kill of her own, but Marsborne will finally whittle down the defenders. 2 versus 2. That bomb about to be planted. Now it's going to have to be the fight. FlyQuest Red, if they want to stay in this... Ooh, there's a good shot for Emmy. A headshot onto Grizz, leaving Wolfie alone in the 1 versus 2. FlyQuest red. The spirit of JKS lives within you. FlyQuest. And they pull this one off. Wolfie in the 1 versus 2. Looking for the shots. Sees the smoke onto the bomb. Beyond. One more tap for it. First spray will connect. It's going to leave Emmy all alone, but she knows where Wolfie is, and she'll walk right into his crosshairs. 13-2. Marsborne slay the first map with a dominating performance. Well then, the dude that wanted me to get off your screen, too bad. That game was really fast. So I'm now here. I'm back. I'm here to shepherd you into the ad break and also resolve this prediction. You ready for